Ian Holloway Tribute, James Magee.
And in your day, it's going to be tomorrow. There's nothing more to say about that.
Right, this is like real life. We got a home game against Stoke on Saturday. You know, this is real life. This ain't like Championship Manager. You can't just turn off the computer and it's all going to go away. This is real life.
Football's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Football actually needs to have a long, hard look at itself.
Who are the FA to tell me who I can and cannot pick? I picked 25 players.
I've got 25 players who all make it as footballers. The way I see it, I've got a 25-man squad. None of them, they're not reserves. To me, they're all first teamers. They're teams, they're players that I pick that I want to play. I have a chairman that doesn't even tell me what to do. So what does the FA think? They have the right to tell me what to do. When my chairman don't even do that.
He's probably off shooting or something, you know? That's what he does. Matt Phillips, he's 19, doesn't even count at 25, but I consider him a first team player because he's 19, but he's a great player, so he will play him. Who are the FA to tell me who I can and cannot play?
That player I bought from Bolton, I have no idea what his name is, but he played against...
His name's Chris Basham. His name's Chris Basham.
That's the one. He played 20 games, right, for Bolton. Right, you cannot tell me that he does not have Premier League experience, albeit, right, he did play, I think, all about 17 games in the League Cup, and the other 3 games he came on for the last 5 minutes against Tranmere in the FA Cup, and the other 2 were against Arsenal in the same game. And that was a friendly, that was roll on, roll off subs, but he does have experience. But I bought him for nearly £1 million. And in the day, you cannot turn around to these players and say, you're a reserve team player, because it's just ridiculous, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. I'm not, like, I have no idea what I'm going to say next, because I've completely run out of things to say.
Well, I tell you what, FIFA, they're having a laugh.
Sepp Blatter,
Platini, whatever his name is, they're moving the World Cup.
Honestly, absolute joke. Absolute joke.
Gonna go and tell my turkey he's got a bit of respite because I moved Christmas. Like they want to move the World Cup in 2022. They're having a laugh.
It's going to be too hot. It's going to be too hot. So what do we do then? What do we do? What? Just not play?
Play for a month? That's ridiculous.
Is that then? What? Like a massive...
Scorching temperatures in England that time of year. Absolutely scorching. Gets highs of like 12. That's scorching. I don't think 19-year-old Matty Phillips can handle that. Personally,
he hasn't got a great deal of life experience, and yeah, at the end of the day, once again it's going to be tomorrow, and that is pretty much guaranteed. But I mean, I do not believe that I've come here today and said that Fernando Torres is not a very good striker. To me, he's a goal machine. He's like every cup of coffee, whereas the cream is always going to rise to the top. That is Fernando Torres. He's a goal machine. Yeah, he didn't score against us because we were amazing. But at the end of the day, right, it's still going to be tomorrow. You cannot change it. You just cannot change it. Who at the hell of FIFA tell me that tomorrow is not going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be yesterday. You're joking. You're joking. When is Christmas? We might as well have it in July.
You know another Ian Holloway, like a great tribute thing he did? Well, they won 1-0 and he goes, Ian, how did you find the win today? And he's like, well, you know, it's a win to win, you know, it's a bit ugly, you know, it's like when you go out on a night out with the boys, you know. She's not the nicest girl, but you know, as long as you get her in the taxi and get her home, job done. Go home, have a cup of tea, got the 3 points, you know. So she's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but we'll take her home, right? We'll have a good time. End of the day, we still win.
And the day, that's what you got to look at, mate. You're only in this world for one thing, and that's yourself. Plymouth Argyle. I have nothing to say about Plymouth Argyle apart from they're a great football club. And
they speak amazing like me and him. They just have a great accent. They
are brilliant. I'll be honest, mine is a little bit forced and it does sound a little bit stupid. But at the end of the day, once again, it's going to be tomorrow.
On the last thing on this Ian Holloway tribute, the reason we're making this video is because we're on the way to Sports Personality of the Year, and
Ian Holloway should actually be nominated.
Yeah, we think he should be nominated. We think he should win. But, you know, who are the BBC to tell me that Ian Holloway can't be Sports Personality of the Year?
Why am I having to vote for people I've never even heard of?
Like golfers and like horse riders. Ridiculous.
David Hay, to me, is a horse in some fields, because that's where hay comes from. To me...
That's not racist, by the way.
Not when he sees this, he'll kick my face in. But anyways, at the end of the day, right, once again, Ian Holloway, you've got to be Sports Personality of the Year in mine and Paul Cox's book. I'm a Liverpool fan. Cox is a Southampton fan. We absolutely love you, Ian. You're brilliant. You're an inspiration. I love you.
Peace out, Ian, son. Love you.
Be Liverpool manager, please.